Alright, let's get back into it. I guess we're not going to take them out the easy way. They just had to put fast zombies in there, didn't they? How many zombies does this hospital have? Really now. Just really. Okay then. Oh, that shuts them off? Interesting. Alright, are we about done here?
At any rate,
the train station.
first, as a matter of great urgency.
Oh boy, they're onto us. Better find Barney and get moving.
Make it in time.
Sorry to keep you waiting. The Combine's on our tail. What's the plan?
I'm sending folks out in groups. And like I said before, if you can keep them safe and provide cover, we might actually stand a chance of reaching the escape trains.
Sounds good. Send out the first group.
Here we go.
And I do believe that there is a crate somewhere. Here we go.
I don't think this war is ever gonna.
Okay, so this is basically the very end of the game. Actually, wait, there's one more section after this. I'm getting myself mixed up. But this section here, you have to escort civilians from one side of this courtyard-ish area Where do I get the revolver? Does it not have it? Like, you're escorting people from one side of the courtyard to the other, and obviously this is kind of a trial run in the sense of none of the Combine are actually attacking us at the moment. But that will that won't last very long, trust me.
I don't dream anymore. Doing good.
So now we have the
Well, that
revolver.
wasn't so hard. We should have brought everyone over at once.
So yeah, now their scanners have spotted us.
Hey, Freeman, get back out there and help. Get back, Doc. I'm sure you want to help everyone else get to safety first.
So yeah, we have the first wave through.
Go back and get another group. I'll stay here and guard the gate.
I hear that manhack somewhere. There you are. Well, I'll take these. I don't mind. Thank you, pal.
Okay, run this group of citizens over to the train.
Oh, I guess we found out the reason why they give so many crossbow bolts. Come on, civilians. We got a train to catch.
Hurry up, people!
It was touch and go for a minute there.
Okay, they're safe. Go for another group.
Yeah, so of course these first waves are not going to be super... We're not super difficult, but definitely the last few waves are. I forget how many there are, but I do remember that there are at least a considerable amount. Oh yeah, you think you can get me, sir? Not today. I'm pretty sure you probably need to... I'm pretty sure you need to take them out. Take out the sniper. But so far so good. Thank you. And yes, I did see the health number. So if Warmonger's watching this, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of comments. Yeah, so now they're definitely starting to ramp up their efforts on the whole situation.
We've got you covered. Keep your heads down.
We made it. Thanks to you.
We've got you covered.
Can I have a med kit, please?
Take this med kit.
Thank you. Just what I needed. Alright, time to get...
Bring another group of citizens, Gordon.
I'm working on it. Ow.
We're ready for another group of citizens.
Hey, Alex, when I'm not being shot in the face, I can work on that. But currently I'm... Oh, come on, really? Where? Get out of here. Well, indeed. Okay, then. Like, seriously, how many shotgunners do they have? Okay, let's got it. You know what? Let's get the crossbow. So far, so good.
Now that's the Gordon Freeman I know.
Okay, I do believe that this is the last wave. Hopefully it is. Because this is really starting to ramp up. Okay, people.
How about a little help here, Freeman?
Well, you know what?
Gotta reload.
Okay, so far so good.
Like that? Hurry
Oh,
up,
sorry.
people. Keep your heads down.
Alright. I think that's it, unless there's one...
Okay, they're safe. Go for another group.
Okay, I guess there's one more group. You know what?
Okay, they're safe. Go for another group. Okay, they're safe. Go for another group.
Like, seriously, how many do you need? But then again, considering that Gordon Freeman is still alive for the time being, maybe they should send more. It's been a long time since we've seen just Metro Police here.
To the trains, people! We'll make sure you get there safe
Here,
and
catch yourself
sound.
up.
Well, thank you. But yes, there was a group of Metro Police.
Cover me while I reload.
And since Barney is with us, that must mean that we are about to be in the clear. Right, Barney? Right, Barney? Let's go. I'm right behind you, pal.
We've got you covered.
Thanks, Freeman.
No problem. Get moving. The train won't be here for long. So now what do we do? Hey Barney, where did you go?
relax for a while.
Alright, now what's the
You
plan?
guys coming?
Go on, Barney. They're not after you. Gordon and I will draw their attention while you get the others away from here. We can grab another train once you're clear.
Okay then. Don't take too long about it, yeah?
Here, let's open up this next track.
Yeah, we'll see you on the other side, Barney. Kind of a shame that you don't actually see Barney too much. I mean, you're pretty much with Alyx the entirety of the
Bye, Barney.
first two games.
Good luck.
See you when I see
Well, not the entirety, but a good portion of it. Nova Prospect.
I'll get a head start on the next train. No time to lose.
Be careful, what? It one-shotted me through a wall. Now this is the high-quality gameplay I've been waiting for. Oh, okay, it shoots right there. Okay, I got it. So yeah, this final stretch here, you have to avoid a strider throughout this whole area in order to get to a rocket crate. And I was gonna mention is that considering that there was only one group of the Combine Metro Police. Strider doing some friendly fireworks, that's for sure. I was gonna say, there's a great deal of possibility that they were gonna try to go on their own train, but then they obviously encountered us here. And then they, since they're on the Combine side, obviously they thought that they had to fight us. And if that's the case, that's really telling. Some suit? Okay. Nice. So now this should be all about timing here. Or baiting him to fire. So you might be wondering, how do you even fight the Strider if you can only if you can only fire one rocket for that achievement? Well, apparently what you do is that there's some hoppers over there and the exploding barrels. You need to fire those at the Strider in order to weaken it enough to fire one rocket at it in order to kill it, I think. But I mean, man, is that's kind of tedious. Just not even gonna. Come on, are you gonna fire it or what? Ah. I need those supply crates out of the way. So yeah, you do need to be mindful of where the Strider is in comparison to, just not dying. Or just die anyway, that's... Oh, and also do not stand right next to the thing, because if you do, he does splash damage. Come on, sprint, Gordon. What are you doing? Oh yeah, and do not get trapped there. Alright, so far so good. Possibly. Okay, that is where the thing is. Ow. Yeah, how am I supposed to do this without taking damage? Or just do that. I mean, that works. I think the Strider fires more frequently on hard mode. I would not be surprised at all if that's the case. And if that is the case, how am I supposed to do this without just that? Like, come on. It's not like they give you health up there. Do it by doing this. There we go, I think we did it. Ah, man.
Fantastic job! You're my new hero. Oh, I don't believe it. I think we're actually gonna make it out of here. Quick now, let's get the train moving. Jump on, Gordon, I'm right behind you.
Okay, so why do they even give you the... I mean, I guess you could drop down and get the supplies, but I mean, whatever. Let's get...
Here we go. We did it, Gordon.
Let's get out of City 17, shall we? You can have your shotgun shell
Did
back.
it, Gordon.
Well, it looks like we're not going back.
Oh my god, the transmission's going out.
You would think those things would fire their escape pods way sooner than they did. I mean, wow. And oof. So that's how they ended off. So this game, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, I would definitely say that it's not nearly as interesting as Half-Life 2 or Half-Life 2 Episode 2. I think that in Episode 2 they add at least a few more interesting mechanics into the game that make it so that Combine isn't as samey, if that makes sense. And Half-Life 2 was that original experience that definitely had a lot better flow to the progression and everything. And Episode 2 is just kind of that stepping stone to get to Episode 2, if that makes sense. Like, I finished this pretty much all in one setting. I mean, pretty much whenever I stop recording for the day and start recording up, that is when I do my intros and outros. instead of saying taking a moment's respite. So this game was really that short. And honestly, playing it on hard difficulty, it didn't really add anything. In Half-Life 2, it at least made it so that certain parts of the game were definitely significantly harder. But then again, they were pretty much mainly areas that I already had at least some problem with on normal difficulty anyway. It just made it so it was even more difficult. But honestly, the 2 gunships right before you enter Nova Prospect, that was where I saw the biggest difference of changing it to hard difficulty. Because you had the 2 gunships, and on hard, they cover each other instead of worrying about themselves, basically. And that basically made it so that an already hard fight was just toned up to 11 or 12 out of 10. But this one, all you have is 1 gunship. Like, honestly, if they did not add that gunship, they probably wouldn't. Well, I guess they would have needed to put the rocket launcher for the very end part of it. But they didn't really have anything like that you needed rockets for. Like, just that 1 random gunship and then the Strider at the very end. And I guess to a degree that rocket buggy, if you want to count that. But yeah, it's pretty much just a short and sweet experience, and pretty much the only noteworthy parts of this game, in my opinion, is the parts where you are exploring the citadel when it's falling apart. I mean, the subway tunnels, it definitely does a good job on various aspects of you know, like a little bit of a horror aspect, as well as relying on your flashlight much more than you ever would for any of the other chapters. And I think they did a really good job with that, and it wasn't really that bad of a chapter, even horror-wise, except for that very last gauntlet. Like, that can be a little much, even on normal difficulty. And Urban Flight was basically like having a taste of the city right before you leave. Like, so yeah, it's definitely not as noteworthy as Half-Life 2 or Episode 2, in my opinion. Episode 2 has a lot more variation in its environments. You go through a forest. You get a vehicle again, which is just a car and stuff to go around in, and they also have a few new enemies, or at least I think maybe it's just 1 enemy. And then also a new character as well. So I mean, it adds a little bit more than this episode did, but overall, it's basically more of Half-Life 2, and that in and of itself, I would say, is not much to complain about. But at the same time, though, if you're looking for playing Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 is much more enjoyable than this game, in my opinion. With exception of the Citadel area. I would say the tweak that they did to the upgraded gravity gun was definitely made it a lot more fun. But besides that, there isn't exactly much going for it on its own. And I really wasn't expecting to finish this in 1 sitting. I was actually going to stop right before I fought the Strider, and then it was only like 10 or 15 minutes later when you rescue all the civilians and then you fight it. So I was just figured, let's just end it then, which is really ironic considering that I haven't really been recording a lot prior to starting recording this game. So with that, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do directly after this. There is a slim chance that I might do Portal 1 specifically, or I could just do Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Personally, I'm not looking at the options. How to make this game a little bit more on the challenging side. Well, actually, probably a lot on the challenging side, as well as a little bit more of an interesting play for this game, is finishing the game by only firing one bullet, grenade, crowbar, rocket, or basically using the gravity gun throughout the whole entire game. So how you do it is that the one bullet is destroying the lock as soon as you get a gun, basically. The grenade is the one sniper dude at the very end, I think. Crowbar, I'm not exactly sure on if you even need to use the crowbar specifically for anything. The rocket is for the strider at the very end if you weaken it. But yeah, like, it only has 13 achievements, like, if that doesn't say anything. But yeah, overall, it's not bad, but it doesn't really add anything extra to what Half-Life 2 already did so well. Except it was so short that its flow wasn't nearly as good. So, with that, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my playthrough of Half-Life 2 Episode 1 on hard difficulty, and maybe I can catch you with when I play Episode 2 on hard difficulty. So with that, thank you again for watching, and have a wonderful day.